I can tell a life story about. I can tell you a tale about all kinds of stuff. Don't mean I really did it. Now, if you take what I'm saying being the truth, and you want to write your live your life based on my lyrics, because sometimes life does imitate art, and sometimes art imitates life. In this case, I think art imitated life, and the life said, "I want my shit back."
You speaking of not knowing in the group really was on the thug side. Let's forget for a moment that N.W.A was a groundbreaking group. Let's go to hypothetical land. Do you think N.W.A would have made it in 2025?
Oh hell no, they wouldn't have got out of the can. Well, you know what? Let me back up. Some of the stuff they talk about with women, nah, they would have got canceled for that. In some areas, they caught a lot more flack in some areas. That's an excellent question, Doc. That's an excellent question, because I can see it going both ways. I can see it being the council culture, they doing this, but then you got guys now make N.W.A look like nursery rhymes. So it all depends on what arena you in. A lot of shit these guys, N.W.A said, man, that was some Sesame Street bullshit compared to what these guys are doing now.
Yeah, that's fact. I want to play this clip for you, Lonzo, from a brother named Marcus J. Carruthers. He's on Instagram, ex-felon, and dude out of Chicago. And he has an interesting take on N.W.A. And we discussed this a few years ago when Special Ed went viral for saying that N.W.A caused, quote, destruction to hip-hop. Upset a lot of people. Here is Marcus Carruthers and his take on that. And then I would love for you to break it down.
It destroyed us. I'm going to just be honest.
Yeah, it's a hard reality to admit, because I grew up loving N.W.A, listening to it, and then you're like, wow,
Before N.W.A, we didn't have a concept that it was cool to kill a black person.
Yeah.
Did murders happen? Yeah. But nobody bragged about it. We didn't have a concept that it was cool to go to prison. There was no concept that it was good to kill a black person. Like I didn't even know that existed. To say it's cool, you brag about it. You're not
they literally kill people, and they get arrested for literally killing people and bragging about it. It's insane.
They created a new environment that now it's cool to kill our own people.
Talk to me, man.
I agree to a certain degree. That's what happens when art imitates life. People forget when N.W.A first hit. That's when crack first came to the hood, and folks was dying like they was roaches smoking on raid. Okay, that was a part of that. That was part of the streets. And once you understand the streets, you understand the activities of the street, and in a lot of cases, all they did was put it to music. Now, did they cause that? I can't say they caused it. They did magnify it. They did amplify it, but I can't say they caused it, because when, like I said before, man, folks have sold dope around the corner from my house for years, and nobody got shot, nobody got killed. Cats might have got jumped on, but when crack came into the country, and crack was deliberately dropped into the black communities, L.A., Watts, Oakland, wherever else they ended up, that's when the bounty on black men's head became much more important to those who was trying to come up in the game. And that's when the life expectancy dropped, value of life dropped, and because the value of money increased. And that's bottom line, Doc. When the value of money increases and value of life decreases, you get what you got. We're dealing with it right now in politics. People in power value money more than they value people. So people are disposable. Fuck your life. Fuck what you're dealing with. I want to do something else. And if you get caught up in the wake of what I'm doing, I'm sorry for it. Bottom line, I need my money. All the money I got, I need more. All the money I need more. If I want to save my buddies tax breaks, hey man, I'm gonna fire 200,000 people. The same thing. They still killing people. They're just not using guns. It's the same thing. money over people, whether it's the streets or 1600 Washington, whatever street is on,
Pennsylvania
Avenue. It's the same thing. That money over people all the time, and just so happened people at that time chose violence as opposed to they didn't have the stroke of the pen. And they tell you the pen is just as powerful as the sword. So in one case, guys are dying in the streets from drug wars. In the other cities, people are losing their houses, man. People are losing their lifestyles. People are losing everything, and it's all behind a pen. No bullets, no swords or anything. Nothing lethal is being used, but it's still having devastating effects.
Money over people. That's a cold reality right there.
Money over people, man. And that's what happened, dude. You start giving. Yeah, I can make how much? I gotta go shoot somebody. Give me a gun, okay? I can take his corner. I can run these guys off this corner, and I'm gonna make 5 G's a week. Man, I ain't got nothing else to do. I get caught. What? I'm gonna go to jail. Bye. And that was the attitude. That was the attitude for a long time, man. But people forget all that shit was manipulated. It was planned. It was executed. They didn't drop that shit in Beverly Hills. They dropped that shit in the hood. Well, they already took the jobs out. Like I tell you 1,000 times before. When I was going to school in '75, I graduated high school. You can leave graduation, go get a job at General Motors or the post office, or something else, and retire. You could leave graduation. Fuck that. Have your cap and gown on. Go down to the employment office at General Motors, Goodyear Tire, post office, or several places, and you'll be hired on Monday morning. Skip the prom. Skip all the after bullshit. I'm going to work. They ain't got that option right now, man. The option changed. The option changed, especially in the 80s, because you got grown men ain't got no jobs. So now you got a whole community, unemployment high. They go a source to make money, but at some point in time, I may have to kill something or kill somebody to keep from getting killed. I'll take my chances with these bullets in these streets.
Man, it's gonna be a good conversation tonight. I'm enjoying it. Let's continue. And this popped up in my head because it was something that I discussed on my program recently. It just popped up out of the blue, and a lot of it was based on what you and I have talked about in the past. Like, I use a lot of your stuff, Lonzo. I'm keeping it real. You're so knowledgeable, so I pass it along. Keep this.
Please do.
But
Please do.
For sure. I promise you, that's gonna be one of my gifts to you for eternity, man. Do you think in hypothetical world? Let's go back to hypothetical world, and this was a question I posed on my show. Do you think in hypothetical world, if Koreans didn't own the stores at the Compton swap meet, but we did, if